New York City, the city of all cities. I still remember how bedazzled 15-year-old me was coming here for the first time. The lights, the skyscrapers, the yellow cabs. Everything happening everywhere, all at once. The city feels so alive it pulls you in, urging you to do something, to become someone. I was beyond excited to be back and desperate to find out if the magic still felt the same. This is everything I saw, ate, and learned in 5 days in New York. Good morning, New York. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and in New York, that means one thing: bagels. Warm, chewy, with more schmear options than you can count, and filling stacked to the brim. A classic bacon, egg, and cheese with avocado lime spread on an everything bagel. Somehow comforting in the city that never stops. Maybe it's the water, maybe it's the chaos, or maybe it's just New York. But bagels here, they really are that good. I actually don't remember much from my first trip to New York, only snippets. Everyone warning me about pickpockets in Times Square, how windy it was on the ferry to see the Statue of Liberty, and how surprisingly good that cheap Chinese buffet was. But one thing did stick: Wall Street. More specifically, the charging bull. And you gotta touch the balls for good luck. It's ridiculous, I know, but in this economy, I'll take what I can get. Nothing feels more comforting than a warm bowl of hearty pasta bolognese from Felice at the end of the day. Traditional ragu, slow cooked in a rich, tangy tomato sauce, topped with a generous sprinkle of parmesan. It's not life-changing, but it's hitting the spot. The real gem, though, is walking up to the rooftop afterwards, where the view of the Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan lights up the night. And then it hits you. This is when New York really comes to life.
A pickle is more than just a pickle.
Sour, salty, crunchy. The kind of bite that wakes you up from the jet lag you don't want to admit to and prepares you for an absolute feast of a breakfast.
Mushroom gravy smothered chicken in a pumpkin biscuit.
Chicken breast marinated overnight in buttermilk, coated in seasoned flour and fried to golden perfection. Crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The seasonal pumpkin biscuit becomes the perfect base, sweet, savory, with just a hint of warmth, then drenched in silky, rich mushroom sauce, with shredded cheese melting right on top.
Cheese grits.
It's unapologetically indulgent, but as we all know, calories don't count when it comes to fried chicken. It's so stunning here. It doesn't feel like you're in a city at all. I can so see myself living here, doing my morning runs, walking my imaginary dog, making friends with squirrels. Yeah. Where do you go for a good cheap meal in New York? Great NY Noodletown has the answer. Classic Cantonese dishes served within minutes, and a late-night favorite among celebrity chefs and food legends.
This is chow fun. It's like a type of stir-fried rice noodle dish with beef and bean sprouts.
The secret to a great chow fun is woke, that smoky, charred aroma you only get when noodles hit a scorching hot wok. You can smell it before the dish even reaches the table. The noodles are slippery and chewy, coated in just enough soy sauce to cling. But the real stars here are the roast meats. We went for the classic trio: char siu, roast duck, and soy sauce chicken, all served over a bed of rice.
I think roasted chicken is my favorite out of these three.
The meat juices seep into the rice underneath, making every bite fragrant and satisfying.
And also some greens for fiber.
By the time we left, there was already a line out the door. Quick, friendly, affordable. No wonder the spot is favored by locals and tourists alike. If Anthony Bourdain loved it, who am I to disagree?
We can do better. We could be chasing dreams. We know what's right. do better. We can make a change for real.
Chicken sausage, egg and cheese, and chili crisp. There's one single dried up basil leaf. A true New York experience.
We're here in Chinatown enjoying a very classic Cantonese breakfast. This is beef rice rolls. Rice rolls are essentially very thin steamed layers of rice noodle sheets, and then you roll them up and fill them with your preferred protein. And in this case is braised beef brisket. It's a very classic Hong Kong style drink. It's called cha, or a Hong Kong style coffee and tea. It's basically a blend of very strong black tea with coffee, and then you add condensed milk and sugar. So it's the best of both worlds, or perfect for when you can't decide.
It's so fascinating to see Chinatown during the day. Even though this is one of the oldest and biggest Chinese communities in the Western world, I didn't exactly feel at home here. Instead, it felt stuck in time, like a scene straight out of an old Hong Kong movie from the 80s. Unlike London's Chinatown, with its bright gates and polished restaurants, this one feels raw and real. People actually live here. Chinese banks, massage parlors, barbershops, bakeries, noodle houses. It's a little universe of its own, just a few blocks away from the glass towers and the chaos of Wall Street, yet completely untouched by it. And while the skyline might have changed, one thing hasn't. You still can find some of the best, cheapest food in the city right here. Even though I'm still half full from breakfast, but you don't just walk away from a New York slice. I love my Neapolitan pizza, all delicate and civilized, but there's something about a New York slice that just hits different. Crispy edges, chewy center, chaotic in the best way.
It's so simple, but it's so good.
And remember, pizza always tastes better standing up. After another full day of exploring Manhattan, I was very ready to finally try the meal I've been looking forward to all trip, atoboy.
We got a snack, sea urchin.
It's a creative Korean restaurant opened by chef Jang Young Park and his wife Aaliyah Park. It offers a 4-course prefix menu with the option to add on their signature fried chicken, which of course is a must in my opinion.
And then this is the bluefin tuna.
The food here is a modern reimagination of banchan, small Korean side dishes meant for sharing. Every plate felt creative, delicate, and balanced. The deep-fried squash with gochujang, sage, and fontina absolutely blew me away. Sweet, savory, creamy, and unlike anything I've had before.
And then this is the squid. I have no idea what's in the middle.
Then came the pork kalbi, perfectly tender, topped with crispy sungcheok chips. And also there's this rice, just white rice mixed with seaweed, sesame oil, and soy sauce, but somehow unforgettable.
Okay, this is their famous fried chicken with peanut sauce and gochujang.
It's the most expensive meal we had in New York, but oh dear, it's worth every penny.
It's our last day in New York City, and the weather is stunning today. Let's go get some bagels.
When every other New York bagel shop is busy figuring out how to stuff more fillings inside, Papa Bagels keeps it old school.
So you get 3 bagels and a schmear. We got the scallion cream cheese. And you tear apart the bagels and dip.
Fresh, warm, crispy on the outside, chewy in the middle. You think 3 might be an overkill, but it's actually perfect, and still enough crumbs for the pigeons.
There is a life I lead in this city.
hurrying to cup my tea. I can take what I need to get by. Doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart will show somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone. Feeling is all gone.
For my last meal in New York, I had to try the legendary dollar dumplings. For years, certain spots in Chinatown offered 5 dumplings for $1. Inflation might have doubled the price, but $4.50 for 10 fresh handmade dumplings still counts in my book. Crispy bottoms, juicy filling, the perfect bite to end the trip. And just like that, dumplings down, souvenirs packed. It's time to say goodbye. I still remember the first time I left, I bought a tiny statuette of Lady Liberty and a hand-drawn map. Tucked them under my desk, small reminders of a big dream. One thing led to another, I never got to call the city home. Maybe it's because I've seen more of the world. Maybe it's because I'm older and a little wiser. New York still dazzles, but I also see the hustle and noise beneath all that glitter.
Look, have you seen?
The itch to stay will always be there, but for now, it's goodbye.
Building 2 huge